We talking Welcome to the Grown Vibes.
Welcome to the fucking Grown Vibes.
No, welcome to the fucking Grown Vibes.
Welcome to the motherfucking Grown fucking Vibes.
We talking grown vibes. We talking grown vibes.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to the motherfucking
Grown fucking Vibes. Welcome back, actually.
Welcome back.
Yes.
This is your girl Keke.
And your girl, Drea, aka Ginger, aka Ivory. Glad to have y'all back. I'm about to start adding that in our intro.
Yes, come on, vocals. But yes, we're ready for
Yes.
another fucking episode.
Yes, these episodes is dropping like hotcakes.
Rolling.
Get used to seeing us on your screen, baby,
Hello?
because we ain't going nowhere.
Not at all. And speaking of, we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead
Yeah.
and follow the socials?
Yep.
All socials.
Yes, all social medias. That's my cue. All social medias, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, grown_vibes. It's the Instagram, Grown Vibes, Facebook, Grown Vibes Pod, TikTok, Twitter, Grown Vibes Pod. You'll see it all on the screen here, and you'll also see in our description. So follow us, baby.
Yes. Well, how you doing?
I'm good, girl. I'm so good.
I know we just jump right into it all
In
the
case
time.
y'all don't know, let me give y'all the rundown on our schedule.
Yeah.
We pod on Sundays. That is our go-to days to pod because it's like one day that we don't have to work, focus on the kids, you know what I mean? Like we can have like a mental break, but then when we pod, that's kind of like our mental break too, because it's like we're doing something fun and something that we enjoy. So we are podding. This is our second episode that we recorded today, and the first episode went so good. I'm so glad. Can't wait for y'all to see that.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good to be here the Sunday after my birthday, which my birthday was a complete success.
Yay.
So thank you for everybody for wishing me a happy birthday. I love y'all. Thank you for all that's attended my birthday extravaganza. It was so nice. But yes, I'm feeling good. How about you?
I'm feeling good. You know, not gonna lie, I'm already anticipating my work week.
Okay, yeah, I was too.
Not sure if anybody else is like that.
No, I do.
It's literally like 5 minutes.
Yeah, literally.
Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
So,
The link, bitch, is already Monday.
God damn.
Yes.
Just so much shit. And
Yes.
my workload is increasing tremendously.
For sure.
Projects, this, that, deadlines. So yeah. What was the question?
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. And I'm
good.
ready to get into it.
Yes. Into this topic. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a favorite topic of mine.
Ooh.
I love to talk about not only do I love to talk about like real life shit, like one of my favorite topics to talk about is relationships.
Nice.
Platonic relationships, romantic relationships, situationships.
Yeah.
Because we've been included a lot of those situationships.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorite topics because I love to get people's outlook on things and how they feel and how they do certain things when it comes to relationships. So I'm excited to get into the topic today.
Oh, relationships.
Yes.
Spicy.
And it could go so many different ways, but
yeah, I mean, it could be like you said, romantic, platonic.
Right.
I even thought I even think about.
me too. Slow down, Dryee, damn.
I even think about like friendship relationships.
Yeah, for sure.
As well too. Like that is a relationship.
It
Like,
is.
One of my best friends. We talk on the phone every night before bed.
Yes.
And if we don't, we be ready to cuss each other out the next morning.
Yes.
Hello.
Like,
Where the fuck were you at last night?
Exactly.
You forgot?
I love that.
So,
yes.
all types of relationships.
I think you should treat, somebody disagreed with me before, but I want to know your intake on it. Somebody was told me that we shouldn't look at our friendships like a relationship. Yeah.
What the hell does that
like
mean?
we shouldn't carry the same people, like we have a certain expectations when we're in a relationship that we should not still carry on that knowledge on carrying it to an actual platonic friendship. What's your take on that? Setting expectations. And I was like, no, I set expectations for my friends because I expect the same type of energy that I'm pouring out that I should receive. Am I bugging?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Because I think about all different aspects of a relationship, right? And if we're talking friendship and not holding a certain expectation as you would like a romantic relationship,
right?
I definitely disagree.
Yeah.
If we're friends and I come to you as a friend, I have an expectation of knowing that you're not going to talk about what the hell I just talked to you about.
Yeah, this person was like, you have too many expectations of your friends. You shouldn't categorize them as far as keeping them in the same look as a romantic. Of course, romantic and platonic relationships are completely different in a nutshell, of course. Right. However, if you have a sustaining amount of a longevity of a friendship, I feel as though that you should carry it as a romantic relationship.
Yeah, I mean, and you do
setting
have to set
expectations.
Expectations. Yeah, I mean, especially with communicating, especially with expectation as far as here's one. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the person expects you to be the one that pays for everything. And I'm not even talking about romantic either. Too.
Right.
Like we could be. Let's go to McDonald's real quick.
Right.
And that person always like, oh, you got me. That's the expectation we gotta set. Like,
exactly, we gotta set that boundary, that expectation. Yeah,
I got you this time,
but you got me next time. Right.
Like that's an expectation. So, I mean, maybe it's the word romantic that they are referring to, but it's still similarities in a romantic relationship out of your partner that you would want from a true, genuine
for sure. And it's a relationship. That's the thing about it. Yeah. So the same way you carry your romantic relationship, I feel so that you should carry it platonic.
Absolutely.
Communicating, healthy dialogue, checking in. Just going through various of things that you go through in your relationships. You will go through them in your platonic situations as well. Yeah. Relationships. So I just wanted to get your opinion on that.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So yes, we want to get started with our icebreaker game.
Yes, let's get to it. So we have one that I would like.
Which one are you gonna choose? Because we got a list of questions.
We do have a list of questions. So that'll be something different with this episode. Yes. That we basically have just questions. Actually similar to the sex episode. Yeah. Shout out to that episode. That was fun. It was. But similar to that, where we kind of gotten pulls from our followers and stuff on different questions. So the icebreaker, I guess.
I see you pausing a little.
Yeah. Okay. Do you find it rude if your partner is always in their phone at dinner or in the bed, or
either or
just in general? So maybe an example of whether they're always on their phone at dinner, whether you guys are in the bed and they're always on their phone, or maybe you guys are watching a movie and they're always on their phone. Like,
okay. Let me get comfortable.
You gotta readjust it. Oh,
let me get comfortable. Do I find it rude? Absolutely. At an intimate dinner setting, absolutely. Yeah. Because I just feel like dinner is intimate, an intimate setting that we should be. If we're in a relationship, friendships too. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Friendships, romantic. I just find it that it is rude to be on the phone while you're at dinner. Like I said, it's an intimate setting. It's supposed to be one another, either catching up or getting to know one another, or just having phones. It's the phone for me. Like, we're just too busy on our phone, like with social medias. Like, let's just get back to that place where phone wasn't a big thing. Like, I get it. Our phone is our babies. Our whole life is in here. Our pictures, our memories, our work, whatever it is. Money, right. Yeah. But let's get to a place where we could just put down the phone for an hour and just have a conversation. Yeah. Like, just have a healthy conversation. You know what I mean? On, again, how was your day? What did you do today? You know, or we can have another real ass conversation. But the phone, that is rude to me. The bed, I'm not so too much worried about, depending on, you know, what's going on. Because if we getting it in, baby, you shouldn't be on your phone.
No,
but but if we're like watching a movie and we already seen the movie, then I'm not gonna sweat about you being on your phone. No, that's not gonna kill the vibe for me. The vibe will be killed if it's like we're doing something collectively together. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like watching a movie or watching a show, whatever the case may be. So that's my take on it. What you think?
I agree. I do think it's rude to be on the phone while you're at dinner because you're not engaging.
Exactly.
You're not engaging in conversation. Yeah. You're distracted because you're not looking up. Yeah. You know, the waiter's standing there waiting for you to
say what the fuck you want. Right.
And you're in your phone.
Right.
So, you know, regular friendships, relationships, I do think that it's rude because, again, you're not giving the person there your
undivided attention.
Now, it's my kid and we're at dinner.
Here you go. Quickness.
iPad.
Right.
But watching a movie in the bed or however, I don't necessarily think that it is rude, but if I'm talking to you or even if the person is talking to me and I'm in my phone, I know how I am when I'm in my phone. I might be telling on myself, but when I go, I don't know what the fuck you just said. Because I'm in my phone.
Ass be like, listen, like you partially engaged, but not fully engaged.
I'll be like, oh, damn. You know what? Wait, hold on. What did you just say?
Yeah.
No, because then that's like, you missed it. You're missing it. I feel like you're missing stuff when you're so like zoned into your phone. And social media is like, oh my gosh, I'm guilty of it too. I can be deep looking in fucking mukbang videos and shit. Like,
me too. But it's a time and a place for everything, I believe. And I agree. A dinner setting is not the appropriate setting to be on your phone. Again, let's get back to that era where we just put the phone down. We could put the phone down for an hour. Yeah. An hour is not going to kill us.
And you know what? There's games too that's fun.
It is.
I've seen that. Like if you're like at a group dinner or whatever.
It is. I've seen that too.
Put your phone on the table and whoever's, you know.
Yes,
so,
I've seen that too.
Yeah.
Whoever picks their phone first got to pay the bill. I like that shit. We should play that game.
Make sure to leave my phone in
that phone. That phone going to be sitting there for some time, baby.
Yeah. Nobody hit me up.
That's cute. But no, that was cute. I like that. Yeah, so relationships is the topic, you guys, and again, not just romantic but platonic relationships as well. Now I think everyone both know that we are single here, single girl perspectives, but I love the fact that we can be single and be able to share our experience that we've had with prior relationships, because that's how you learn from them. That's how you grow from them. That's how you take accountability for them. So with that being said, let's get into relationships just in general.
So you have a question, I'll share. We'll go back and forth.
Perfect. Yes. All right. So I have one to start off.
Okay.
How important is your parents' approval to your significant other?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a good question. Yeah. Shout out to Sid for these questions.
Yes, Sid. How important is your parents or maybe family approval? Or
family. Family, parents. Someone close to you for the approval of your significant other. How important is that to you?
I honestly would say it's pretty important because I am a family person. I'm very close with my family. We have family like gatherings and
celebrations.
I need to be able to make sure that I can bring you around the family.
Period.
Point blank.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like it just has to make sense.
Yeah.
And so those are things that I actually look for within a relationship is your interaction
for sure
with others, because I've been in situations where the interaction was like, we can't.
Yes.
Can't go out in public with this one.
Not this one.
Whoops. But yeah, I think it's very important because, you know, at the end of the day, it's still, you know, my decision.
For sure.
But, you know, I definitely take account of how my family, you know, maybe perceives the individual. I wouldn't base my decision off of how they feel, but it definitely is important, you know.
I agree. I agree with that as well. I definitely think it is important. Like you said, it's not the determining factor if I am going to be with this person or not. However, it is important to, like you said, show the interaction, how engaged you are with my family or my friends. And friends for that matter. If we're talking about romantic and platonic, you know, let's throw in friends in there as well, because
oh my gosh,
my mother has told me several times, Drea, I don't know about that friend. I don't know about that friend. And I was like, my place, get out of here. But years later, we're not friends.
Wow.
That same person that she told me to look out for because she didn't get a good vibe, of course, I had to go through it myself.
Yes.
But mamas know. We know.
Absolutely.
Parents know. Family know. You know what I mean?
That is such a good point. I have also a very similar where, you know, I was raised by my grandmother, so that was already a little different.
Yeah.
Time wise, I feel like. So when she was telling me, I'm like, no, it's fine.
Right.
But actually, it was more so like the influence this person is having on you is changing you, and you are not, like, I don't even know if you think that you know you're aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
And she was right. Like, it was like certain things like I was doing that was like, okay, I know I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't with this person, because,
for sure,
you know, they kind of like, oh yeah, we can go into the store and all you got to do is just put a couple things in your purse. Oh, word?
Like, what? Right, exactly.
Like big ass bags coming out the store with
like,
clothes and
You
shit.
got me
And I'm
doing?
like, well, goddamn. Or, you know, I don't know. Those same people that my grandmother may have pointed out that said, I don't know. Which is true. Our lifestyles are completely different. I'm grateful for, you know, those
insights.
Now.
For sure.
But
like we said, you know, again, platonic, romantic, their decisions, their opinions do matter, but ultimately it's our decision if we're going to continue with this friendship or, you know, romantic relationship. They may see, you know, the red flags that we typically don't see, and we gotta stop ignoring the red flags too. That's another thing, but we're gonna get into that. But I definitely seek for approval. And if I don't feel comfortable enough, then I'm gonna just wait it out a little bit more and then see what the next best thing is. You know what I mean? So,
and you made me think, like, it's definitely something that I would want my daughter
for sure
to do as well, is to come to me like, you know,
it's a level of security, it's a level of comfortability,
and I can remember, like,
and safety,
my child in, you know, elementary school, and getting to that point where, no, that's my best friend, that's my best friend, that's my best friend, and I used to tell her, baby, not everybody
is your best friend.
Is your best friend. That's and I understand that her mind is just like, oh well, we like to play and this and that and the other, but careful with that word best friend.
Be careful of it. Yes. You see the passion in there. Be careful of that shit. Everybody is not your best friend. Everybody is not your friend, period. So okay,
I like that one. Okay, let's go to another one. Let's see, what is something important you've learned from another couple regarding relationships? Is there something that you have seen with somebody else that you want to maybe follow the same structure, or I don't know, what do you think?
I have been going to church more. And by me going to church more, I've been very observant of the couples that come to church and, you know, kind of get a gauge of what they're seeking for. And something that I would take from another couple is being able to do that together collectively. You know, I want a God-fearing man in my life, you know, someone who walks by faith. And I want to carry that on to my next relationship. So something that I look for, something that I've seen that other couples bring to the table is both of them collectively walking by God himself. You know what I mean?
I love that.
So it's like, if I want that, I'm going to get it. And I'm not going to settle for anything less than. Yeah. Now, of course, communication is something that we all got to continue to do. Being transparent, we all got to do. But just having two individuals going to a church together and walk by faith by God himself, that's something that I would admire and I want to have in my next man for sure.
I love that. Mm-hmm. You got it, girl. You'll get it.
Yes, I know, baby. Thank you.
Hey. I'll be honest. Mm-hmm. I don't have a lot of maybe people around me, maybe friend wise, that are in these types of like relationships. For me to be able to like
pinpoint out something,
or even use it as, you know, like this is like how I would want my relationship to be. Because I feel like we're all like kind of going through, you know, whatever situations. Right. Yeah. I would say my family. Mm-hmm. There, I see some good influences. Within, my. Sorry, I'm just sending her a text message to shut up. Sorry.
It's okay. Keep it down in there, please.
Shut the hell up. No, I don't really talk to her like that on camera. So I would say I do have certain moments that I've seen that I take away of saying, okay, this is definitely something that I would maybe want in my relationship. And I'm a family person. I love, you know, the whole dynamic of that. And so I would say is more of that, like more of a togetherness of not only the partner, but maybe with the kids as well too. So I do like that. I also, the communication, so piggybacking off of you on that, and never go to bed angry. I've heard that. Questions. Yeah, never go to bed angry. Always talk it out. Communicate. Yeah. And so I definitely would take that, but also date night.
Yeah.
And the importance of still dating.
Yes, that's so important, Key.
Even if you're married for years and years, like, you know, those are still important of, you know, of a relationship. So I've seen like little things here and there, and I would, you know, put it together. But I also have my own thought. Yeah. And my own perception of what I would want, like a great relationship. Maybe not based off of somebody that I know personally, but maybe I've seen in a show, or, you know, I don't know.
I know what you're saying. Yeah. Basically, you just having that light of that perception that you get from other couples. Yeah. When you mentioned fighting, that triggered me to ask this next question. Do you think fighting in a relationship is healthy, or do you think it should be avoided?
No, when you say fighting.
No, not like being argumentative.
Okay, argumentative.
Yeah.
I actually think that it is important in a relationship.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think that you should ever avoid it. What are you, a robot?
Exactly. Like, you're not human. Exactly. Not going to go through these feelings.
No, it's important to, in any relationship too, it don't even have to be like your partner. Yeah. To have disagreements. Yeah, we for sure. all are not going to be the same. We're all not going to agree and, you know, on the same type of shit. Like, it's okay. Yes. Healthy dialogue, healthy, I don't know how you say healthy arguments, but
discussions.
Like, but still, you know, not crazy.
And what I can say, exactly. Not disrespectful, not acting crazy, not calling each other out of our name, you know, no disrespecting one another, like none of that. Like, let's be adults here. And have a grown ass conversation. Now, we may get carried away, you know, we may say a cuss word here and there, but it's how you
passionate.
Yes, passionate about what you say, but you control that narrative, you know. And on top of that, what I can say that I admire about our friendship is that you and I are so understanding of one another. That is true. Not only do we know each other because we've been friends for years, but we understand of what we are trying to say, and we're understanding of each other's feelings. Yeah. That is the biggest thing in relationships, is not being understanding of your significant other's feelings. Yeah. You have to be, because if you're not understanding, all of you're hearing is your own inner thoughts on how you feel. You have to be open. You have to be open-minded, thinking about, okay, how did I upset my partner? How can I, let her or him know that not only do I understand, but how do I move forward and take accountability and not put you back in this position again? Right. Those two are two top key components of how you should be argumentative in a relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to even have that open mind. But if it's something like, okay, you may need to change, you have to want to change for yourself and for your partner, of knowing, okay, maybe they don't like when I, do this, or however, I don't know, that may not be a right example. I don't, but just, hey, you have a disagreement about something. Hey, I really don't appreciate that. Could you not do that no more? Exactly. You continue to do it. Like, it's like, okay, so we got to figure something out. We got to communicate. We got to.
Because, like, at this point now, are you trying to hurt me? Because, like, what's your intent? Right. And I'm so big on intent. Intent has been big for me this year. Like, what's your intentions behind it? Like, do you understand why I'm going off the way I'm going off? Do you understand why I'm sensitive to this particular topic? If you're understanding of that, then you already practice in your mind, okay, she's already sensitive. He or she's already sensitive to this situation. How can I make sure that he or she is not feeling that same emotion and we having that same argument? Right. Because we can have an argument. We could have a discussion, but it's trying not to have those repetitive arguments. Yeah, like it's the repetitive for me.
We keep talking about the same thing. It's like what's not about clicking. The same thing. Exactly. Like somebody like we gotta, but it's two.
It's two.
It's two. Two-way it's a 50-50. It's one person can't want it more than the other one. Right. Then it's like you're going to constantly be fighting this battle basically by yourself.
Yep, exactly. Yep. And some days, you may not be able to give, your full 100, and that's okay. Yeah. Just as long as again, the intent behind it, it's no bad will or anything that comes up upon that. It's just that you're not having a good day, which is fine, but your partner should be, again, understanding of that. Yeah.
I agree.
So I like that.
Come on. I have another question.
Yes.
Since we're talking about arguments and stuff, I think this is a good segue to this one. Have you ever been cheated on?
Yes, absolutely. I'm laughing because how many times I've been cheated on at this point? Bitch, don't act surprised. Yes, I have been cheated on.
Not every relationship.
Every relationship.
Every relationship you've been cheated on.
Unfortunately, but mind you, I haven't had a lot of relationships. I've only had a good about. Like real relationships, I had about maybe 3 or 4 real relationships. Yeah. That I can say that I've accounted for, that I've taken, I've learned from, I've grew from. So yeah, all of those 4 relationships. Okay, I'll say if I've had 4 relationships, I've been cheating on 3 out of 3 of them.
So the person did the cheating.
Yeah, I've never cheated.
You've never cheated.
I've never cheated.
Never cheated. Okay, that's good to know.
I've never cheated.
We're
talking. Wait, hold on. What? We're talking real relationships, right? Like not like no middle school relationship. We're talking about grown. Okay.
We're talking about adult life relationships.
Adult life relationship. No, not in my none of my real relationships. I've never cheated.
Okay.
Yes.
How did you find out? I'm just curious. You don't have to go through all of them.
Oh, we can go there.
How did you find out that the nigga was cheating?
Okay. So out of my 3 relationships that I can remember, one of the guys that I was in a relationship with, he told me. He He told me. Yes, he told me.
Motherfucker.
He was like, I gotta tell you something. We ain't been seeing eye to eye for some time. That's how they started out. We ain't been seeing some eye to eye for some time. All right, bitch. So what the fuck did you do? You cheated? Because I already knew.
Exactly.
No, but one of the guys told me. The other guy, I went through his phone, found out, of course.
No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're a phone goer.
I used to be.
Okay.
I used to be. Not anymore. Not on my grown shit. I don't.
Not in your grown. You don't be going through phones no more.
I'm not gonna lie. I went through some phones. Back in the day. You know what I mean? I did some stakeouts back in the day.
You did a stakeout?
Absolutely. Absolutely, like the
like
real one.
Outside
waiting to see who the fuck was coming outside the house with that motherfucker. Absolutely.
How long?
I was actually, me and Chelsea did a stakeout together. I think the longest we was out there was probably about 2.5, 3 hours.
What? Like only 3 hours?
It wasn't overnight or nothing. It was just a couple of hours, sis.
Oh my God.
Just a couple of hours.
I know who to call.
But yes, I did a stakeout before. I did some things now. Okay.
I
did some things. No, but the phone thing, I don't go through the phone no more. Okay. That's a no-no for me. If I can't trust you, I don't need to be with you.
True, yeah.
Point blank.
For real. No,
so I don't even do the phones no more. And yeah. The other guy, I think he just, I think I found out through his phone too. I can't remember for real. But one guy for sure told me face to face. The other guy went through his phone, and then the other guy went through his phone too. I think, yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Okay, you asking Miss Cheating. Am I doing the cheating? Have you ever cheated?
Have I ever cheated on someone? After I found out they cheated on me.
So wait, y'all was still in a relationship once you found out that he cheated on you, and then you did a double doozy and you went to go cheat on him. Tried to get one up on him.
Yeah, it was a little toxic, but I did. Okay. And actually that relationship was a long distance relationship. So it kind of was already tough. Okay. And
I was going to ask you about that too. Would you ever do a long distance? But go ahead. Not no more?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay, yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, he he was we were long distance, and I think he was like in Virginia, so it wasn't like too long.
Too crazy, right?
But it was long,
right.
And I found out by the woman reaching out to me.
Oh my God. And what'd she say? Because it always be the women that be reaching out to you that be getting me on my motherfucking edge of my seat, bitch. Because it's like, why the fuck you reaching out to me? Reach out to your fucking man. But go ahead.
Listen.
Oh, at that time, yes.
No, but at that time,
yeah,
I was dating the person.
Okay.
So I wasn't like, he wasn't with that person, and then she reached out to me like, oh, you're messing with my man. No, bitch. This was my man.
Right.
And it was known, like, this was my man.
Right.
So I actually honestly thought it was a fucking joke, because I'm like, boy, get your damn auntie out of my inbox playing games.
She hit you with the DM?
She hit me with the DM and was like, hey, we need to talk. We have something or someone in common by the name of, and then said the person, said the guy's name.
The person's name, right.
So I'm like, what the fuck do we have in common? Because I was so thrown off, because I'm not trying to be rude, but it was like visibly she had to be 10 years older or more. And I'm like, huh? You?
Right.
What the fuck? So at that time, that was years ago, I spoke to her on the phone.
Wow.
We talked.
You gave her your number and she called you?
I think she gave me her number and said, call me. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. It was blocked. It was all of that.
Good. Okay.
But she sent me screenshots prior to giving me the number. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, let me go ahead and call this.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that nigga was cheating, and I cheated back, and then afterwards told him that, oh, I heard auntie reached out.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's his response? Like, what does he say?
No, it wasn't like that. She just from my past and whatever. We was at a party and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I see the messages.
Exactly. I'm going to say, because baby, I have the screenshots here.
I have the screenshot.
Right.
So what the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
So that was one where I cheated back.
Okay.
After I found out.
Okay.
I'm not a cheater. And I have been cheated on. Actually by my daughter's father.
Yeah.
And again, I talked about it before, his mental state.
Right.
It was like it was so intentional. Like I don't know, we broke up every other day. So this was a breakup type of a moment, but we weren't really broken up. Right? Yeah. And so, or we had just got back together. And in that time, I remember I was going to school and we like always talked to each other. We were like always at each other's house. And it just was a period of time. I was like at school and it had been like a few hours. I haven't heard from him or nothing. And it was like he couldn't wait to tell me. Couldn't fucking wait to tell me.
That he fucking cheated.
Hey, this girl, she did come over and we did have sex. And it was just fucking blatant like
and
that.
He said it just like that, Calm Cool Collective. And we just had sex. So what you want to do?
So, yeah.
Wow.
What's up?
Yeah. Now, but speaking of your daughter's father, do you account that as a real relationship? Outside of the fact that y'all share a kid together, do you feel as though that was one of your real situations?
That is actually a relationship that I would count
as. Okay. Okay.
And I haven't had many either, like real life. It's been like 3.
Right.
Him being one.
Right.
But he was my first relationship.
First one, gotcha.
So everything that I was going in, I was thinking like, oh, this is supposed to happen. Oh, I'm supposed to be going through this. Oh, I'm supposed to fucking change who I am.
And you had ooh, that's another one. Changing who the fuck you are. You should
appease him.
Ooh.
I had to tone myself down. Oh, why are you dressed up so much? Why you always coming? Why you always wearing makeup? Why you always got your nails done?
You should never have to change who you are to be in your relationship.
Yeah.
Your person should be able to accept you for who you are. If you loud and ghetto and ratchet like me, you should be able to accept me for who the fuck I am. Period. But if you are calm, cool, collective, and that's who you are, then yes, bring that in but you should never change who you are. And we get so ahead of ourselves trying to change on who we are. We gotta tone it down. No,
try to please.
Exactly. People please. Exactly. No, your friends, your significant other should accept you for who you are, and that's it.
Absolutely.
And that's it. Yeah.
So that was a situation. That was one of my relationships. And then the next one, that nigga was the one who cheated me with Granny. I mean, Auntie. And so, it definitely.
So you only cheated because your ex had cheated, not your ex, but your old relationship had cheated on you.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah. So you never like willingly cheated.
No. No. I'm very, very, very loyal.
Loyal, yes.
Very loyal.
Yes.
Like sometimes, again.
Too loyal.
Yeah. But once I'm in it, that's it.
I'm locked in.
Because my brain is like fairy tale brain. So like I immediately think of like fairy tale princess.
Right. Cinderella. Exactly. Yes.
And, yes.
And we still believe in it because it can very much still happen.
I'm waiting.
I'm not settling for nothing less than. Yeah. Everything that's on my list that we talked about before.
That's it.
I'm keeping everything on my list. I'm not changing nothing. If I want it, I'm going to get it. And that's it. So when you had brought up the relationship that you was in with a long distance relationship, you said that you would never be in another long term
or long distance
again. I'll be open to it. I'm not gonna lie.
I would be too.
Because at this point, it's like I don't have nobody. So give me what you got.
Yeah, I would be open to it, but it would have to make sense.
Yeah,
and it would have to be with the intention of
exactly.
Somebody's moving.
Again, I'm so big on intent. Yes, it has to sit there. what is the goal we are trying to reach? You know, are we checking in? If I'm going to do a long distance one, are we checking in? Are we, you know, texting? Are we FaceTiming? Are we seeing each other, you know, on our off days? Because I know we have busy schedules. As long as I'm seeing that you're making an attempt to, you know, be in my life and be in my life for a long term, I'm going to try to make it work just as well as you are. Yeah. So I'm not opposed to long distance relationships. I'm open about it. But again, like you said, it has to make sense.
Yeah, it has to make sense. And so just to piggyback off of cheating, what about now? What about if you are in a relationship now and your partner cheated on you? Is that it? Boom, out. Don't deal with it. That's like, we're done. There's nothing else to salvage. You cheated. That's it. Or are you forgiving in some ways? Like, I mean, a relationship is different than a marriage.
Right. Of course.
But
which we're going to have a topic on marriage very soon. In the state that I'm in now, yes, I am forgiving. Yeah. But if you're careless and you're sloppy with it and have if you did it off some like, I got fucked up or I got lost in the moment, I'm more open to hearing what was the cause of it behind it. Yeah. I'm not going to shut the door right away. It all depends, honestly. It depends on how long we've been together, how much time and effort that we've put into this relationship, and what triggered you to be like, I'm about to do what I do, and you know, just fucking and just step out. Exactly. Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna break up with them right off the bat. But it all depends on where we are in our relationship. You know, are we, you know, years in? Are we, you know, just a couple of months in? It's determining factors that I have to weigh out to see. Agree. You know, if I'm gonna but if we just started fucking dating a month and you cheated on me and we've only been exclusive for a month, hell yeah, you got to go. Bye.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. One last question on cheating. Yes. I don't know. I just have feeling these questions.
Yes.
Do you believe that once a cheater, always a cheater?
No. I do not believe that. I believe that we are human. We make mistakes. We've cheated before in the past. Not me particularly, but no.
Not like I willingly.
Not like that. Not willingly like that. It was get back. It was get back. Yeah, but I don't feel as though that once you cheat, you're always going to be a cheater. I feel like it's the right person for every person in this world, and I just don't think you're a cheater all the time. Like, you just got to get it out your system. I honestly feel like that. I honestly feel like you got to get it out your system, and then you can be back, you know, to your normal state, I should say. Okay. What about you? It's the smack for me.
I do kind of think that once a cheater, always a cheater. So? Just slightly. I'm on the cusp of like, no, people make mistakes, but how many mistakes were they? How many times have you cheated? Like, right. Did you cheat in every relationship?
Right.
Like, those are questions.
Right.
But I don't know. Okay. I don't know.
And that's okay to not know.
I think that, again, it's questions that need to be asked.
For sure.
But clearly there might be something that triggers you in wanting, or that person of wanting to impulse and cheat. So
yeah,
I don't know.
It all depends. It all depends on where we at in a relationship. Yeah, you know what I mean. So again, if we are dating exclusively and we're a month, 2 months in, yeah, you gotta go. It's not gonna work out. But if we got years in and you feel like you've made a fuck up or whatever the case may be, you know, as long as that shit don't keep happening, you know, and this is not a repetitive thing that you did in your prior relationship and then the one before that. No. Again, we gotta stop. We gotta do our research, do our homework, and stop ignoring the red flags. Yeah. If the red flags is right there, we gotta stop making excuses for them. It's no excuse. We already seen this person for who they are. Right. So let's not make an excuse for them. Yeah, so the first time. It depends. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a good one.
Yes, for sure. So that was the long distance one. What else we got here?
Yeah, cheating.
Yes, cheating. Long distance one for sure. And then let me see. What else?
Yeah, what's another question?
Let's see. Okay, this is a good one. Do you like change, and how do you handle it?
Do I like change? I do. I think change is good.
I do too.
It depends on what's changing.
Right.
But I think, for one, change is inevitable. Shit is changing right now.
Right now. Literally.
As we speak. So I think it's how you accept the change that's happening. Maybe that's it. Like how do you accept that something is changing? If we're talking about change, like what, within a relationship or just overall, like
I think just overall in general.
Yeah.
You know? I don't think we're not gonna say the same person who we were 2 years ago, a year ago, 3 years ago, 6 months ago.
Yeah, that's true.
That happens very much often. And how do we handle it? We just handle whatever comes to our lap. You know,
like
at that
whatever comes to you, you have to adapt.
Adapt, yes.
You evolve as a person,
for sure,
because you're changing,
for sure.
So I think change is good. We should accept change.
We should, and not be so closed-minded on it. For sure. Yeah,
for sure.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was.
I have a question.
Yes.
When do you think is the right time to say I love you?
Honestly, I don't think there is a time frame. I think if it feels right, I think the soonest time that I think I've said I love you to somebody was about a month.
Wow.
A month.
Okay.
It's just a feeling that comes within. You know what I mean? That you just feel like you have love for this person. You don't have to be in love with them to say I love you. But if you have genuine love for them, why not say I love you? I don't think you got to be with somebody, I got to be with this person for 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, a year. No, if I have genuine love for you and we have already been through some situations in a few months, then I could definitely say I love you. I have no shame in that at all. I don't think no time is too soon.
I agree. I do. I agree that love is a beautiful thing. Be careful with your heart. For sure. Be careful. But I don't think there is a time frame or on saying I love you. Now, if we've been dating for a year and some change and you don't love me. Oh, yeah. That's a problem. That's a problem. But I'll say my ex, I swear it was the first date that we had. He told me he loved me. Yeah. And I was like, what? Exactly. You what? Exactly. And he was like, you know what? I just have this feeling. And you were like, we really did start as friends. So we built a friendship and that's so before important. We got officially in a relationship. So when we did get in the relationship, and he, expressed that, I'm like, I love you too. Like, I was like scared of like, okay, is he gonna think I'm like, because I'm saying it? But I did, and we were together for almost 6 years. Yeah. So, and I still have so much love for him. Exactly. So. And again, just because you say I love you does not mean that I'm in love with you. I just say I care for you, that if something bad was to happen to you, that's a good point. Or anything good happen, and I have love for you. That's it. You know what I mean? And I care for you. Well, I think when you put it like that, then that needs to be defined, because, for example, I could say to my partner, oh, I love you. And I could mean that I'm like in love with who you are and just everything. And you're saying, I love you. I got love for you. Like, that's kind of like, Yeah. You know, I got love for you. That definitely got to be defined, for sure. Okay, so I'm going to throw this question out there. Yes. So to the point of when do you think is a right time to say I love you? Do you have a time frame or time limit on sex? I knew that was what he was going with. Sex, baby, no, baby. If we fucking on the no, I'm like,
If we fucking on the first night, we fucking on the first night. No, I'm playing. Look at your face.
Look, I gotta test it, baby.
No, but
what if I don't like it?
Do I have a time frame on when we gonna have sex? No. If it feel right, it feel fucking right. That's it. And that's to say, if I go out with somebody on the first night and the vibe is there, the vibe gotta be there.
Right.
I'm not fucking you just to fuck you. Yeah, I'm giving my body to you. I'm sharing my body with you. So, you know, if that happens to be on the first night, and you know what's crazy? Prior to me experiencing all these relationships, I always told myself, my next boyfriend, I'm gonna wait 3 months.
No.
3 fucking months? Yeah, fucking right. I would never do that fucking shit again.
3 fucking hours.
Exactly. No, but I just said that to say, like, you could wait for 3 months and this nigga's still gonna cheat on you.
Right.
Or she's gonna cheat on you. You could wait the time frame, but that don't mean that it's gonna come about.
Right.
You waiting to get to know this person. You can know this person in a week time span or a couple of days. But if it feels right, we gonna move to the next level. It's no time frame on it. The vibe gotta be there. I gotta know that you're gonna be able to, you know, only share my body with your body and definitely talk about those specifics. But yeah, it's no time frame for me at all. Okay. You?
Yeah. So, I won't. Well,
give him some straight, Key.
Yeah. Listen. Because you will fall in love. Okay.
Period. Okay.
So I do. It wouldn't be like no first day. I would want to just make sure that it's genuine.
For sure.
And hopefully we've gotten to that point before we even, getting there.
Right.
That I know that it's genuine. But some people's colors don't. They put on a nice little front.
They do.
So
put the mask up.
Put the mask up. So I would to just know like you're genuinely interested in me and not for the shit I'm about to do to you.
Exactly. And if we have an understanding, if this is only that it's giving, if we just fuck buddies, then okay let's do that. Then that's something different. Yeah. Exactly. But if we both want something more than that, or if I want something more, I'm not gonna put myself in a position where it's given, okay, we just gonna be fucking and that's it. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna put myself in a position where we have the same morals and we understand what this is giving here. Back and forth relationship. So
if we are in the talking stages before getting into a relationship, I may ask for a picture. Just saying.
Okay, that's it.
Being real.
Just send the picture.
I might need to know
what you working with, right?
That's all.
So, speaking of this type of relationship, I heard on the radio the other day. At this point in time where we're at right now in our grown life, do you feel as though that it needs to be said? Okay, either we're boyfriend and girlfriend, or you're mine, or like does that have to be said and known amongst both parties?
Yes. I am one. I need a title.
Yes.
We need a title.
For sure.
It needs to be defined.
Yes.
I don't, because if you don't, I feel like it just gives the person the opportunity. Like, well, we didn't define it.
Exactly.
We weren't together. Exactly. We're not together. I thought we were just cool. I thought we were just keeping it cool like this.
Right.
No, nigga. Why would you be my man?
Exactly.
Ask me properly.
Exactly.
Write it down. Checkbox, yes or no.
So that's how you want it? You want the checkbox, yes or no?
Not literally, but I would like
some understanding.
And I would like I want you to be my girl.
Me too.
Will you be my girl? Like
I was just telling.
I need a title.
Yeah, I was just telling my homegirl the other day. I was like, yeah, somebody need to tell me like you mine and you ain't nobody else's. Yeah. Like I need to hear that.
Oh, I like that.
You mine and that's it, and that's
like
what we're gonna do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, that was my question. Okay.
Oh.
I was gonna say I do have another question.
Go ahead. You can ask me. You know. I have one for you though.
Okay. Is there? What is a mistake that you made in a relationship in the past that you don't want to repeat? Or you'll take that mistake that you've done before and in your next relationship, you'll know, okay.
The biggest thing for me and my mistakes is communication.
Okay.
And that's with both friendships and romantic relationships. And I preach it so much. I preach it, but I don't like the unknown. I don't like the uncomfortable. I don't like to having people feel unease, you know. So the biggest thing for me that I need to ensure that I'm applying it all around, romantic, friendships, family, everyone, is communicating. That's the biggest thing for me that I've made no-nos on, that I've just assumed that people know my feelings and know what I'm talking about, and they have no idea. Like, Dryee, you didn't even tell me that. Like, how do you expect me to know? Yeah. You can't hold somebody accountable for what they don't know.
Right.
So I'm never going to put myself in a position where you're holding me accountable or I'm holding you accountable and you do not know why I'm holding you accountable and vice versa.
Absolutely.
So that's the biggest thing for me.
I agree. I like that. I can kind of piggyback off of that with communication, but one of the biggest things, and I'm going to use my past, just my last recent relationship, because it was like the longest, more relevant, and I'm a people pleaser. I am, and I realize that, and that's just genuinely who I am, but I have to be stern in the things that I want.
Absolutely. And I was going to say, it's nothing wrong with being a people pleaser, as long as you're getting what you want as well as the outcome.
And I wasn't.
Okay.
And it was just so much of me like giving and pouring and making sure like you're okay,
right?
This, or do you need anything?
Yeah.
I mean, even down to like, oh, you need some lunch now. Not saying like he wouldn't do the same things for me, but it was a lot of me not being able to share fully, like, okay, I actually expected you to show up.
Right.
Or I am, it could just be anything that I feel like I did not put my foot down enough to say,
and take seriously.
No. So I will take that with my next relationship. Like, I'm not going to, not necessarily like he walked over me, but it definitely was a lot of too much compromising, like myself, to make sure like he was good. Yeah. And I can't do that anymore.
So that leads me, I love when we have these conversations, and it gives me another question to ask you. Okay. What are your non-negotiables in your relationship? Like, it's a automatic no for you. Like, you are not accepting, you are not settling. Like, it's an automatic no for you.
Just because of my past, no ambition, no drive. Listen, you make money how you make your money, okay? But if it's not in the same, like, you're not, because I'm not saying I even like really need your money, but at the same time, do you have the things that you need for your own self?
Right.
Or, because again, I've had relationships where it was like, oh, you need some money? Oh, you need some money? Okay, I got you. I got you. And I'm taking away from what I need to make sure, again, that person is good. But it's like, well, what are you actually doing? Yeah. Do you have a drive to get out of this type of job? This is between a job and a career. Right. So it's like, what are you kind of doing? So that's like a non-negotiable. My love language is quality time. So if the quality time, that's non-negotiable. A non-negotiable is you don't have time to spend time with me.
For sure.
If it's like, because I've been through that in my last relationship. Like, we did not spend a lot of time together. It was just like a phone relationship, but you live 20 minutes away from me. That doesn't work. I need you to show up. I need you to be present.
Absolutely.
That's non-negotiable. And then the last one, I would probably say, like, involving my child. Like, if you
that was a biggie for me.
No.
Yes, that's a biggie for me.
I don't play about my kid, and I don't play with other people's kids
exactly.
So don't bring your kid around me so soon. I mean, I had somebody, first date. Can we go here and I'll bring my son, you can bring my daughter? No.
What? Exactly.
That's a flag.
Absolutely.
Why are you trying to have me around your kids so quick?
Exactly. Get to know me first.
No.
Aside of the children, get to know me first.
Yeah.
Because that's who's going to be in a relationship is me and you.
Right.
So there's no need to bring the children. Now the children will definitely be involved for sure. But you're dating me. Exactly.
Yeah, some time.
Exactly.
So what about you?
Mine non-negotiables are again, God-fearing. He has to be, his purpose is believing in Christ and the Lord. He has to be walking in his purpose, whether his job or his career. Non-negotiables, it's an extended list, but some of them is being, you got to be present in my life as well. I'll take that one from you. That's big on me. Yeah. And let me see, what else? Non-negotiables is just showing the effort that you want to be here. That's the biggest thing for me, is that you thinking about me. Like, I don't want to feel like, okay, he's thinking about me, he's not thinking about me. Why hasn't he reached out, or whatever the case may be. Just show me that you're thinking about me and you're taking the time to get to know me. That's the biggest thing. And then also, one of my last non-negotiables is, again, having a relationship with my child. When that time presents itself, I need you to have your own bond with my child. Yeah. Just as much as if you have children, I'm going to create my own bond with them. So yeah, just to name a few. Those are mine.
Yeah. That was good.
Yes. So
do you have any takeaways maybe from this episode?
Yes. Takeaway from me for this episode is, no matter if you're dealing with a platonic relationship or romantic relationships, please be considerate of each other's feelings. That's all I'm gonna say, is not only being considerate but understanding. As long as you know your person and they're not malicious or no foul intent, if you know your person, then you know that this person is either for you or against you. Yeah. And if they are against you, you need to remove yourself quickly. Yeah. But my biggest thing is just knowing your person, whether it's platonic or romantic, and just be more understanding of their feelings and, understanding of one another, each other. That's the biggest thing for me.
Okay, I like that. I love that, actually. I would say my takeaway is, to piggyback off of that, is no matter if it's like a romantic relationship or more of a friendship, yes, it's like beating a dead horse, but communication is like so important. And it could be communication as far as, like we said before, the expectation that you have for one another. Communicating on, hey, look, we just fucking. Right. That's it. Right. But nothing else. We just fucking. Like, that's still like, it's you said it, you're communicating, like that's just what it is. Right. But also being consistent in like who you are for that person. For sure. Because they obviously need you. For sure. Right? Or they like you, they love you because you're friends, you're in a relationship. So be that consistent being, but it has to be a two-way street. Because that's called selfish. Just saying. So it has to be a give and take. It has to be a compromise. Yeah. It has to be that in order to build strong, healthy relationships. And arguing is healthy.
Exactly. And it's okay. It's as long as it's a healthy dialogue. Yes.
So
for sure.
This was a great episode.
Yes. Code word.
Let
me see. Code word is, let's do transparency.
Did we do that?
It's the first thing that came to my head. All right. So what's another one?
How
about non-negotiables?
Non-negotiables. Set those.
Set those.
Maybe.
It's needed.
Yeah.
Trust me. It'll be worth it in the long run. Yeah. So non-negotiable, not transparency.
Non-negotiable is the code word.
Is the code word, yes.
But again, thank you guys for watching another episode of the Grown Vibez. Shout out again.
Yes.
To our production. Yes. Shooting Narrow and Jay.
Yes.
For this amazing episode once again.
Yes. And make sure you guys follow us on all social media platforms.
Socials.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of the pod.
See ya.
We talking
Welcome to the fucking Grown Vibez.
No, welcome to the fucking Grown Vibez.
Welcome to the motherfucking
Grown fucking Vibez.
We talking grown vibes. We talking grown